look at little Toothless, he's so adorable. To Train Your Dragon, released in 2010 and is directed by Chris Sanders and Dean DeBlois, who have also directed such films like Lilo and Stitch, The Croods, The Call of the Wild, and The Wild Robot. And this film is starring the voices of Jay Baruchel, Gerard Butler, Craig Ferguson, America Ferrara, Jonah Hill, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, TJ Miller, and Kristen Wiig. And the reason why I am watching How to Train Your Dragon today, one, is because I've never seen it before, and I've heard great things, so had to get around to watching it eventually. But this past weekend was the release of the live-action CGI version of How to Train Your Dragon, so I am watching the original animated trilogy up until I can get out and watch the live-action version. Wanted to know what all the fuss is about, and I think that this film is a fantastic story. It's a great animated film. I'm worried going to the live-action one. I'm asking myself, why are we remaking this? This film is almost perfect. It's wonderful. Why do we need to make it into a live-action movie? You don't see other directors taking live-action movies and turning them into animated features. Why do we have to do it the other way around? It makes no sense. Especially if we are not doing anything different with the live-action version. If we are going to adapt this, if we are going to adapt the animated stuff, turn it into a live-action movie, what's the reason why we're doing that? Are we going to be adding things? Are we going to be exploring more emotion and more characters than what we could in an hour-and-a-half animated film? I feel, though, we are not going to get that with this live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie. We are going to get a rinse and repeat of the exact same thing, maybe a couple of things added here and there to fluff up this movie for time, but I feel like it's going to be a shot-for-shot remake, which is going to make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry, because I will complain about it in a video on YouTube, like you do. The Viking village of Berk is under constant attack from local dragons, but the Vikings pride themselves on being big, meaty, broad-shouldered people who will stand up for their village and will take the fight to the dragons. However, among these big, broad Vikings is a tiny little toothpick by the name of Hiccup, who dreams about becoming a full-blown Viking and killing dragons, but definitely doesn't have the physical prowess to do so or the mental capacity. But one day he finally grounds a dragon and attempts to make his first kill, solidifying himself as a full-blown Viking, but cannot do it because he starts sympathizing with the dragon. And the dragon is injured and is stuck in this little quarry and can't eat. He can't fly out because his tail is broken, the wings on it, he lost one. And this Hiccup character cares for him and sees and sympathizes with him and sees that all the things that he has heard about with dragons and how fierce they are and how scary they are and how you should just kill them on sight because they will take no prisoners, they will always go for the kill. But here is this dragon who had the opportunity to go for the kill and didn't, because they both realize that they were both afraid of each other, and they start sympathizing with each other, and then they start caring for both of each other. I love this movie. This movie is so adorable. And Toothless. Oh my god. This beautiful, small, tiny little black dragon reminded me of my little black cat Victor that I have. Like the looks that we get of Toothless on screen, the mannerisms, how he just prounces around like a little cat, how he freaks out and spasms out and then he pauses. And then he goes at it again. How he talks when he's hungry and wants a piece of fish from Hiccup. That's my cat Victor. He's not down here right now. I don't know why. It's probably too cold down here, and he knows that. But this entire time watching this movie, watching this lovable little dragon, those green eyes, too, are just like my cat Victor's. Just kept seeing Victor on screen. My lovable little cat. I'm like, oh my god, I love this character. Because I love my kitties. I love my cat so much. But this movie also has a great message of not having to be what people want you to be, and that's okay. You just need to be yourself. And Hiccup grows up in this village where being yourself, being him, being who he is, how he looks, how he acts, how he talks, that's seen as a negative to all of these people. But yet through this story, through his brand new relationship with this dragon, with his terrible relationship with his father up until the end, of course, he learns that no, it's okay to just be me. I don't need to be like everyone else. I need to be me because that's enough, and that's powerful enough, and that's fulfilling enough. This character of Hiccup is so universal because all of us at one point in our lives, if not multiple times, feel that sense of wanting to belong, that sense of belonging, wanting to figure out where to go and who to be and who to impress. And we all need to learn that it's not about impressing other people. It's not about being like everyone else. It's about being you, because that's the only thing that you have control over, is you, yourself, this thing, this body that you are in. This is the only thing that you are given when you come into this world, so you just need to be that. And all of the other stigmas and pressures out there from family, from friends, from a community wanting you to be something that you're not, you need to just let that go. And any story that presents that idea to me, I'm just attached to. I've experienced it multiple times in my life where people expect me to be something greater or something like everyone else, but I just want to focus on being me because I like me. And seeing Hiccup learn to like himself and the man that he becomes in this movie at the end of the movie, and the relationship that he develops with Toothless, it's strengthened because he comes to that realization that no, I just need to be who I am, and I need to start learning to love myself. And when you do that, then other people start loving you because you are confident enough in yourself. I love this movie so much. It is so layered, it is so detailed, it's so deep, and I love it. Not to mention that it has some great comedic bits. But Gerard Butler, I love his vocal performance in here. I love this character of this stubborn dad who is so disappointed in his son because he's not like all the other boys and all the other people on this island. But you can also tell that he's struggling because he doesn't know how to be a father. He doesn't know how to be a parent. The other parent, his wife, is dead, is gone. We don't know why, I mean, as of yet. So he's kind of just left alone by himself to figure out this whole fathering thing. And the only way that he knows how to keep control of his son is through force, is through discipline. And then he comes to realize to just love this person for who he is, because you know what, he's your damn son, and you should just love him because you created him, you jerk. And Jay Baruchel, I think, shows a lot of vulnerability in his vocal performance. He has a strange voice where he talks kind of like a small or elderly Sean Connery. He has that sh in there. But you get over that silly little vocal choice, I guess, in this movie pretty quickly. How to Train Your Dragon, which I'm sure a lot of producers had a lot of fun when this film was being created, and they're at board meetings and they're talking about, what's your next animated feature? Well, How to Train Your Dragon. But How to Train Your Dragon, I think, is an excellent animated feature. It's a great story. It has a great action scene at the end. I wasn't actually expecting the grandiose action climactic battle scene in here, but holy crap, that was awesome. But it's a great story about self and learning to love yourself. And when you do that, that's when people will start loving you and respecting you. But you have to do the work on yourself first and accept yourself for who you are. I'm so excited to check out How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3, and also the live action movie. I'll go in with an open mind. But, God, you know, this animated feature I think is great. We should have just left it how it is and just accept it and move on. I'm going to give How to Train Your Dragon 4.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
So guys, if you've seen How to Train Your Dragon, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel. But in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.